M0FXB, welcome to my beginner's guide on the Quansheng TK11 radios. And as you know, when you turn these on and off, you get the sort of monkey logo. So some people call them monkey radios. But anyway, the main thing that stands out about this radio is that for me, is that it is dual receive. That means it will receive two things at the same time. If you press the number 2, you get the balance, and you can move the balance up and down to decide which one is louder or quieter on the A or the B. So we go back and to select A and B, you've got a clear A and B button here. So I know these two radios look slightly different designs. You've got the sort of chrome here, but they are the same. They're the same radio, but one has a bigger battery. We're just going to go around, do basics. I'm a learner as well. I have plugged in to the twin pin connector here. I have plugged in my TID radio speaker mic, and it works fine. Any budget mic will work fine, you know, Kenwood style. So as I said before, A and B just go from the top to the bottom here, and then if you go press the M here, when you hear channel mode, that's when you're gonna see your memory channels, so you can scroll through them up and down with these arrows. And in this mode, you cannot type a frequency, okay? But when we press the M, frequency mode, which is VFO mode, you can now type a frequency. Oh, and remember, like I always forget, whenever you do go to type a frequency, you press the hash. Hash, and then we'll go 1, 4, 5, 6, 0. Like so. And to change the mode, you would press the 8. And we've got AM, and it's showing AM even on 2 meters, lower sideband, upper sideband, CW, which is cool. But you'll see that if you try and transmit, it goes into error. Okay, you can't transmit on airband or sideband. Apparently there's going to be a tweak where you're going to be able to transmit on DSB, but I don't know about that. You know, I haven't really looked into that. But if we go back to FM, let's type in a CB frequency, for example. So we'll go 0, again, forgetting to press the hash. But the interesting thing is that I can show you is broadcast radio, look. And that's a memory channel of broadcast radio. So let's exit button. Exit's like a back button. So hash, and then we'll go 0 to 7, and then we'll go 27.555. And in FM, it will transmit. I'm not going to transmit now, but it will transmit, but it won't in the others. Airband, no problem at all with airband. You just type the frequency in, just press the hash. 133.850, and that's going to work. Go straight to airband, no problem. There's no torch on these, but they do have the 3.5 jack connector in the middle. Okay, that just plugs in the top where the torch would go. You can see the hole there. I don't think it was the best choice, but ultimately, if you wiggle, it works. So actually saying that, because of that, this model does have the torch, and I got that one wrong, didn't I? So it does have a torch LED there. So people are removing the torch and changing the 3.5 to an SMA connector, which is definitely sensible, and I think it was a bad choice to use this. It does work, you just got to wiggle it, but you know, wiggling antenna connections is definitely not a good thing. A lot of these buttons are one touch, you know, without having to press the menu. So let's just do some of them. If we go to the number 5, you've gone to the weather channels there in the USA, NOAA, so they're all there. Press 5 to come back. Press number 1, you're straight into squelch adjustment. You just press menu again to come out. Let's do 3. 3 has taken us straight into frequency scanning. So if you transmit on another one, I think it will pick it up. Let's just try it. Yes, it did. I know it's not exact, but it's close. So that worked. Exit. Let's press the star. That looks like straight into DTMF. So we go star 3. 415, and if you transmit, you push the PTT, you're transmitting that. Let's go back to the air. Let's put that back onto 2 meters a minute. Like so, and the airband I think works fine. You know, it's not amazing, but it's fine. It works. So back to GB3WR. 4 is straight into scanning. Again, it's a frequency scan. Exit. 5 we done. 6. 6 is changing the power. It's a 5-watt radio. So I do need to test that. Yeah, I remember actually. It's advertised as a 10-watt radio, and I've just transmitted there 2 meters. And when I went through, it's about 7 to 8 watts that I'm getting. So that does work. Let's also plug in this this HF antenna. So what I'm going to do is get the BNC PL239 to BNC. I'll show you that like so. And then we'll just lift up the top and plug that in. That rubber sort of gets in the way, if you ask me. Now, and then we're gonna type in 0 hash first, then 007-150, and then we're gonna choose lower sideband by pressing the 8. Alright, trying to get closer, and then let's put the antenna onto the BNC. You can buy these adapters. Just gonna wiggle it. I don't really know how busy it is. Yeah, it is there. Like you see, this is the problem with the 3.5. It's just a bit fiddly, isn't it? Someone there, look. Got the strongest signal. If I turn that down, turn it up on my other radio. Someone there calling CQ on 7157. But I've noticed that when the conditions are good, what they do need is some fine tuning on HF. Maybe they've done that with the new firmware. I haven't found that. So let's go back to normal channels then. So we're going to go hash 434550. That's my HubNet node. We should be able to get that one quite loud. Let's fire it up. 434550, and I turn on my audio test and see if we can do an audio test. Let's try it. It should work. M0FXB audio test with our external mic. No, it's not letting me, of course. Let's show you the channel parameters anyway. So we go menu. And so this is channel. If you go across, you've got work. This is where you would see your. Let me get it right. Work. Exit, moving along, VFO scan settings, memory scan, frequency scan. But the main one you're going to use There's your NOAA. This is where you see your version. Okay. Just press menu and then scroll across. Go on then. There, that's the version I'm on. 5.0009. Exit. Menu. The main one you're going to use is the channel one. Menu. And then you can scroll through, you can set your CTCSS, press menu. And then if it just says naught or something, press the hash. Keep pressing. You turn it off and then you get to CTCSS. And then you can change it with the right and left arrows. And then confirmed. Then you're effectively going down a list. Shift direction. Frequency direction. And you go right and left. I'm staying off because I'm simplex on this one. But let's just leave it on minus. And then we've confirmed. Keep going down the list. You want your offset amount. So you go menu and you start to type. If it was a 2 meter one, you'd press 6 here. Let's delete one with the exit button. 6, 0, 0, confirm. So that's going to give you your 2 meter shift. Wide and narrow band, scrambler, D-mode signal, not using any of this. And you can actually edit the name and you can put it into a channel as well. So if we just go to memory channel, choose the channel you want. They are. When you lose the CH, it means the channel is free. So look, that's free. And then we can start typing a name. It's very small, but you've got the keypad here. As you can see, just keep pressing. I'm just putting in random figures and then you 2 presses and it confirms it. So that's basically how you save a memory channel. I put my antenna adapter there to SO239 SMA and then to PL259, and then we're going to type in airband. So hash 133, and that picks someone up straight away there, and I can hear my postman's here. Yeah, I think that's good audio. And remember, you can dual receive, so you can listen to your local repeater, and at the same time, you can be listening to airband. Go A to the B. Welch. Ansel. 1, 4, 5, 6, 0, 0. Back to the A band. So, you know, we've got other radios that have come out, the UV98 or the Radtel. And the Radtel 880 with the triple sort of colour screen. But, you know, and they do similar functions because they do HF, the HF bands. I mean, it will do PMR. Scanning begin. You saw the scanning there. Cancel. 4, 4, 6, 0, and it will do GMRS as well. 462 megahertz in the USA. It's picking up GB3WR there. Now to scan, just hold down the star. So we're on the A band at the moment. Hold down the star. And it should start to scan. Let's do this again. GB3WR. I don't think I've got the parameters set for it at the moment. Let's go to channel mode. See, I can't remember I put that in there. No. So if I want to reply to that station, I would go 1. I'm faffing now. Let me just focus back on showing you how to scan, I think. But with an external antenna, it'll pick them up really clear. So we'll go to VFO on the A band. Hold down the star. It starts to scan. I think it's quite fast. I'm not sure about the clicking, but it's definitely fast. Exit to scan to to exits the scan. GB3W, look how clear that is. And I'll unplug the. And it's a deeper audio with the original speaker. How good, that sounds excellent, doesn't it? So that's it, there's your beginner's guide for the Quansheng TK11. Thanks for watching my channel. Please hit the like, subscribe, catch you on air. Bye for now.